Time for another quick cheese smoke. We waited till it was dark so it's nice and cool outside, and we've got about 12 pounds of sharp cheddar here from Costco. Fits all on one rack, and I've got the cherry chips smoking out there because that's the best to use with the cheddar in my opinion. Okay, so I've got my cheese in my smoker. It's been in there for about 3 hours now, and I'm using cherry wood chips, and I'll show you where to get those down below. You can get them at Walmart. If you don't ever go to Walmart, then you can order them online at Amazon. And I'll put a link to the cheapest ones on Amazon there. I've got my little outside smoker there. That's a little attachment that goes in where the wood chips would normally go. And I came out and I noticed that there wasn't as much smoke rolling through the smoker as I would like to see. And so to remedy that situation, you just open the lid on the little attachment and then move the top a little bit so that some air can get in there. And the air getting in there will cause more smoke to start, it'll cause more of the wood chips to light and cause more of the smoke to come out. And then you can just put the lid back on and more smoke will start rolling through your smoker because you want fresh smoke rolling through. Okay, so there's my smoker. I've got my little cover on there that I got on Amazon. It was like 10 bucks. I'll put a link to it so you guys can get it if you want to too. I've had it for going on a year now, and I like it because it keeps most of the bugs and dust and everything off the smoker. I got done with the cheese too late last night to finish up with the video, but there was something that I wanted to tell you guys that I ran into. I was looking at the smoker and you could tell that there wasn't very much smoke in the smoker. And this was towards the end of my smoke for the cheese. And I also came out and opened up the lid, and not much smoke was coming out of the cold smoker attachment. And what had happened, I didn't figure it out until I shut everything off and went to put it away, and then it occurred to me what was happening. And what was happening was my cherry wood chips, they're kind of sappy, like the sap comes and gets on the edges here and stuff and sticks the little lid closed sometimes, and it's hard to open. And you can see it gets stuck there. Well, what had happened was, I don't know if you can see down in this little tube, I kept coming out and looking to make sure that there was enough wood chips in there, and it looked like it was 3/4 of the way full, and so I didn't understand why there wasn't that much smoke coming out. But when I was moving it and I took the smoke chute out, because you can remove this, even if it's not stuck with sap, you just pull that out and you can dump it out and stuff. What had happened is sap had built up around the inside like 3/4 of the way up, and so there was a little tiny stack of wood chips sitting on top of that. So it looked like it was like 3/4 of the way full with wood chips, but really none of the wood chips were getting down on the heating element, and that's why I wasn't getting enough smoke. So if you run into the problem where there's not enough smoke rolling through with your cold smoker into your smoker, obviously that's just a fluke, but it could happen again because that sap comes up through the other wood chips as a steam, and when it gets to a point up there where it's cool, it starts to condense, and it built like a little tiny ridge around the edge of the cold smoker chimney, and that was holding the wood chips up. And so just go ahead and knock those wood chips down and then fill it back up, and then I had no problem. I actually put the cheese back in there for like an hour and a half because it wasn't smoking as well as I wanted it to towards the end. I had to do it a little bit longer. I say it's about four hours worth of a good smoke going through to get a medium smoky flavor on the cheese. And I ran out of cherry wood chips, so I threw in a few apple wood chips towards the end too. I've used apple by itself and cherry by itself, and I like the cherry better on the cheddar cheese. It gives it kind of almost a sweet flavor. But I'll see how this apple wood mixed with the cherry wood turns out, and I'll put a note in the comment section later. Thanks.